So, good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Hogar, commanding officer of the medium battalion 13 Lima, premier et troisième lancier in French. So, nobody from the press, but I will give you a little explanation on what is our perception of the mission Baltic Piranha. Okay, that's the agenda for the next 20 minutes. Basically, I will try to answer some questions. Where do we come from? Who are we? What is our job? What are we doing in Lithuania? How we will train during the exercise? And I will skip the passage on the press information. This is the political base of this mission. So during the NATO Wales Summit in 2014, the Readiness Action Plan was approved and directed for implementation. This plan includes contains two pillars: assurance measures and adaptation measures. And Tu peux voir pour l'adjudant Martin si tu veux. Sorry, Okay. Our presence today and for this month in Lithuania fits in the framework of these assurance measures. As I mentioned previously, it will demonstrate Belgium's will and capability to contribute to NATO's goals. You will find some information about Belgium in the press kit, so I won't expand furthermore about Belgium. There are also some hidden slides in the handouts. You can have a look on it after. Since a few years, Lithuania and Belgium are becoming privileged partners. The three dimensions are covered: air, naval and land. And in June 2014, a bilateral memorandum of understanding has been signed between our two nations, and this has really increased the collaboration. Belgium also participates to the NFIU, NATO Force Integration Unit in Vilnius. We have there an officer as head of the transport and movement section. We also participate to other initiatives in the Baltic region, and some participations are planned for the next years, 2017 and 2018, but they are still pending political approval. These are other examples of the bilateral activities, proving the wide range of our collaboration. Coming to the third part of this briefing, little explanation about our battalion. The battalion is stationed in Marchand-Famenne in the southern part of Belgium. It's a small city of about 80,000 inhabitants in the French-speaking part of Belgium, and is very well known for being our garrison city. Our barracks are located just north of the city in a military camp named King Albert Camp, which was built in the late 70s. The camp has a training area and shooting range very close to the barracks. We are not the only unit of the garrison. There are in total 7 units, including one brigade headquarters, but not the one our battalion belongs to. This is the structure of the battalion. Classical one with 3 combat companies and 1 combat service support company. The 2 infantry company use different vehicles. So the first one is using the Piranha, and the second one is a light company equipped with light trucks, Unimox. The third company is the direct fire company, equipped with DF90 and DF30, so 90 and 30 millimeters. The scout platoon uses 2 different kinds of vehicles, Iveco Lynx and Dingo MPPV. About figures, I have only 400 soldiers in the battalion, so it's not fully manned. We have only professional soldiers, no more conscription, it's all 20 years ago. About 125 vehicles and more than 1,000 weapons. This is quite a modern equipment, pretty sophisticated stuff. You have to know that until 2011 we were a tank battalion, and we were then re-rolled on an infantry role, and we have now only wheeled vehicles. Main activities, such in all units, training with vehicle or on foot, in Belgium, abroad, both. And we focus on our TTPs, tactics, techniques, procedures. And as infantrymen, we all know that physical condition is very important. Training usually occurs in military training area, mostly in Belgium and in Germany, but also more and more in civilian areas. The main restriction being obviously the use of blank ammunition instead of real ammunition. We also often train the command and control capacity during command post exercises or computer assisted exercises, mainly in France or in Switzerland. Physical training, very important. Maintenance, mandatory to keep our vehicles and all the stuff at a correct readiness status. And 2 other aspects are also important. Traditions and souvenirs. Our battalion was created in 1840 and we are very proud of its history. And also social activities with students or other groups of the population. The mission fits perfectly in our mission statement. You see an extract, so plan and execute all tactical activities, and also plan and prepare combined or international detachments. But this is the reality of today for us. This is actually our main mission, our main activity. The battalion has been regularly deployed in homeland operation, which was quite a new mission last year. This is really very demanding for the personnel, knowing that last year every lancier spent more than 150 days in Brussels, and for periods going from 2 to 5 weeks in a row. And we speak about permanent presence. It means no return to home in the evening, nor during the weekend. And at this moment, during our deployment here in Lithuania, we have still 50 soldiers in Brussels, permanent. I won't speak about a routine because there is a negative connotation on the word routine, but this is almost the current basic activity for the battalion. So it's a great chance for us to come here and to be able to train during 1 month. These are the deployment objectives. I will just stress the following words: interoperability, multinational, joint, combined, and exchange with our partner, being you. By the way, the preparation activities have started in March this year, so it's been quite a long process. A little bit more technical, our training objectives. These are in fact the generic objectives which are leading to our the TTPs we will train. These are our specific objectives, and we focus clearly on defensive and stability activities and some limited offensive activities. We'll take benefit of this mission to go deep in some more technical processes like relief in place, passage of line, medevac procedures, or air mobile operations. So to say it very short, this mission is really an excellent opportunity for our training and to enhance our skills. This is the means we are deploying for the exercise. Our battalion, 1st Earth Lancer, is in the lead, and 350 soldiers, 210 approximately from my battalion, and the rest from 8 different units. I will say a classical structure, the core being the Piranhas, obviously. And if you compare this Orbat to the Orbat of 2015, there is a surge of about 100 troops. Knowing the security situation in Belgium and the deployed troops we have, especially in Mali, where we have the lead of AUTM, the European Union training mission in Mali, it's quite a large effort. For information, these are the units which are contributing to this mission. Other troops, your battalion will also participate, and for a period of 7 or 8 days, an American airborne battalion. I want to stress one fact, especially for you or for your colleagues. The host nation support is really impressive. Lodging, accommodations, everything is very perfect, and it's not always the case, so I want to stress it. The exercise in itself, you know Lithuania better than me, so I won't come back on this. The 3 training areas where we will have specific activities. The CONOPS 4 phases: deployment, 2 field training exercises, and then a redeploy phase. During the first phase, which is currently ongoing, deployment is finished, and we are now busy with the in-theater training. Consists of training exercises at low level, mainly tactics and shooting exercises, and also some mandatory rehearsals like basic helicopter training for security reasons. The second phase has been played by the operation officer you met this morning, according to a fictional scenario, and we will train intensively during 14 days, executing different missions. Phase 3 is devoted to your exercise from the Lithuanian Armed Force, Strong Shield. You are in the lead and will participate to it according to the scenario you established. And eventually the redeploy phase, very important for us, because on the 10th of November we have to be fully operational in Brussels for Homeland Security mission, the whole battalion, and will be in charge of I'll say the biggest part of Brussels, surface and underground, so embassies, specific locations, subway, railways, and so on. I will use the same means as for the deploy, sea, air, and road. That was for the press. Some issues about Facebook. So we have our own Facebook page from the battalion, specific for this exercise. The land component, Belgian land component, has also some information about it, and also Belgian defense. Also on your Facebook